Right now at 5, one person is dead after a fatal crash near Galesville.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Tonight, one person is dead after a car crash near Galesville. The crash between an SUV and a pickup truck happened around 8 a.m. this morning. According to the Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office, the truck hit the SUV head-on. The driver of the truck is in the hospital with severe injuries. The driver of the SUV passed away. There was a 1-year-old child in the SUV but was not injured. The crash blocked lanes on Highway 53 for a few hours, but the lanes are now all clear. Trempealeau County Sheriff's Office is investigating. Wisconsin's longtime Secretary of State has resigned just a few months into his 11th consecutive term. Doug LaFollette says he is resigning with a, quote, heavy heart, writing that after years of frustration, quote, I don't want to spend the next 3.5 years trying to run an office without adequate resources and staffing levels. Now, the Republican-controlled legislature has reduced that office's staff and budget over the years and relegated the 82-year-old Democrat to a small basement office. The Secretary of State office has several jobs outlined in the state legislature, including maintaining official government acts and preserving public records, as well as verifying documents and publishing new laws. Now, while the office's role has been reduced, Republicans have since 2020 been calling for the office to oversee elections instead of the bipartisan Wisconsin Elections Commission, which is a body that state Republicans implemented back in June 2016. And that was a platform that former state GOP lawmaker Amy Loudenbeck ran on this past election before eventually losing to LaFollette. Well, now Governor Tony Evers is appointing Democrat and Eau Claire native Sarah Godlewski to finish out LaFollette's term. Godlewski most recently served one term as state treasurer before running last year for U.S. Senate. She dropped out of that race weeks before the Democratic primary and endorsed Mandela Barnes, who won the primary and eventually lost the race to Republican incumbent Ron Johnson. Well, let's switch it up and talk some weather. Bill, it was one of those days where it was beautiful to see the sunshine out. We're taking the dogs for a walk, and it was feeling like early January with the chill out there.
Yeah, unseasonably cold conditions, and boy, unfortunately, we're going to have to get used to it because it's going to be cold tonight and tomorrow as well. Check out these high temperatures, and some of these were set just after midnight, including that 28 in La Crosse. The daytime high was only about 24 degrees. 24 the high in Eau Claire, 29 in Sparta, and 31 in Prairie du Chien. Again, the good news, we did see some sunshine and blue sky at times and scattered clouds, and those clouds are kind of rotating back into the area from the north. Coming from north to south, and with those clouds, maybe some isolated snow showers or flurries later tonight and into tomorrow as well. Current temperatures are chilly. 17 in Eau Claire, 22 in La Crosse, 21 in Sparta, 19 in Winona, and 19 in Decorah. Look at these wind chills, though. 0 in Eau Claire, 4 in Black River Falls, feels like 7 in La Crosse, 5 in Viroqua and Decorah. These are pretty cold numbers for this time of year. So mostly cloudy tonight. Again, that slight chance of flurries or isolated snow showers in spots. Windy and unseasonably cold. Lows around 12 degrees, but wind chills in the single digits above and below 0. Again, it's going to stay cold tomorrow, but I do have some warmer numbers in my 8-day forecast. I'll have the details coming up.
And I'll look ahead to that for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bill.
Okay.
Back on the news side of things this evening, the International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrant against Russian President Vladimir Putin, accusing him of being responsible for war crimes against Ukrainian children taken over the Russian border. CBS News correspondent Astrid Martinez reports from New York.
The International Criminal Court has issued a warrant for the arrest of Russian President Vladimir Putin. The Hague-based court says Putin is allegedly responsible for the war crime of unlawful deportation of children from occupied areas of Ukraine to the Russian Federation. The ICC judges also issued a warrant against Russia's Commissioner for Children's Rights, accusing her of similar crimes.
The judges have reviewed the information and evidence submitted by the prosecutor and determined that there are credible allegations against these persons for the alleged crimes.
The court's president said it will be up to the international community to enforce the warrants, which is not likely. Moscow has denied the accusations and dismissed the move, while Ukraine welcomed it as a major breakthrough. Earlier this week, an unmanned U.S. drone crashed into the Black Sea after a mid-air confrontation with Russian fighter jets. Nora O'Donnell spoke with the Navy's top officer for 60 minutes this Sunday.
What happened with that drone over the Black Sea was unsafe, and it was unprofessional, and it was an in violation of international law.
Against that backdrop, Chinese President Xi plans to visit Moscow for the first time since Russia invaded Ukraine. The U.S. has expressed concern China is considering providing lethal aid to Russia. Poland and Slovakia, meanwhile, have committed to sending fighter jets to Kyiv, the first time NATO allies have agreed to provide jets to help Ukraine defend itself against Russia. Astrid Martinez, CBS News.
And CBS News has learned the U.S. is reassessing its drone operations over the Black Sea and whether the intelligence collection is worth the risk of escalation. Well, now to an update on last month's toxic chemical train derailment in East Palestine, Ohio. An Environmental Protection Agency administrator says the cleanup will take at least another 3 months. Half of the contaminated soil has been removed as of yesterday. Now, nearly 7 million gallons of liquid and more than 5,400 tons of solid waste was taken from the site for disposal. The EPA administrator said he believes Norfolk Southern could be working faster. Authorities in Minnesota are monitoring a cleanup at an Xcel Energy nuclear power plant just outside the Twin Cities. Over 400,000 gallons of radioactive water spilled from that plant last year. Now, the spill had not been made known to the public while an investigation from state officials went on to determine what happened. Authorities say there is no risk to the community or the environment, and the spill has been contained. The CDC is sounding the alarm about a tick-borne disease. They say babesiosis is becoming more prevalent in the Northeast. It is already considered endemic in 7 states, including Wisconsin and Minnesota. However, case rates in Wisconsin and Minnesota remain low. Symptoms of the disease include fevers, muscle and joint pain, and headaches, and the disease can be fatal in rare cases. A new report shows a positive step in the fight against the coronavirus. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports as of Thursday, only 27 counties in the U.S. have a high COVID-19 community level. 90% of counties actually are at what's considered to be a low level. In Wisconsin, all but 2 counties near Appleton have low COVID-19 levels. Area high school students are taking part in a friendly competition with some pretty high stakes. At the Junior Achievement Business Challenge, teams of students ran a phone business simulation. The teams with the most sales received funds for a college scholarship. The students say it's not just about the money. One team said it was a great opportunity to learn what it takes to run a successful company.
I'd say we're doing all right. I mean, we've managed to maintain maybe a top 10 lead throughout the whole time. We went in, we did some learning, we found out that we need to find the right price for the right markets because everybody wants a different price.
The winning duo came from Aquinas High School. Second place went to the duo from Onalaska, and third went to Logan. Going through the TSA checkpoint can be a breeze if you've got a furry friend to help you along the way. Can Do Canines is a nonprofit that trains dogs to become service animals. And this morning, 8 dogs trained at the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport. All the dogs went through a mock TSA screening to help them get used to the sights and sounds of an airport. Volunteer Aaron Whitfield says it's important to get the dogs adapted to all scenarios before they officially become service animals.
Whether that be going to Target, whether that be going to a play, whether that be coming to the airport, because their clients may fly later on. And if they've never been exposed to an airport, that could be really intimidating and scary for them.
Volunteers like Whitfield foster Can Do canine dogs and attend training once a month. Many of the dogs begin training as early as 3 days old. Once the dogs are fully trained, they are placed with a client with a disability for free. Just ahead, stock markets in turmoil as a third regional bank is now bailed out. The White House is now urging Congress to take swift action. Those details are next.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Rewards Member Spring Early Bird event. Now through March 22nd, we're showing extra appreciation to our rewards members with exclusive members-only deals. Right now, buy 3 Goodyear or Cooper tires, get 1 free with up to $100 in rebates. Rewards members get an extra $20 instant savings, $3 off all Trico wiper blades, $4 off for rewards members. Save $2 on select Blaine's brand dog or cat food. Rewards members save an extra $1. Plus, this Sunday night, enjoy private members-only shopping and save an extra 10%.
You'll find the Ram you're looking for at Pischke Motors in West Salem or Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
During Ram Truck Month, you'll get $9,000 off MSRP with discounts and rebates on a 2022 Ram 1500 Bighorn 4x4 or 1.9% financing for 72 months. The Bighorn makes easy work of your towing, hauling, and performance needs. Stop by today because this offer ends March 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Ram.
Searching for gold at the end of the rainbow? Well, you can find it here at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale, where now through Sunday, you're gonna save some green. Get Shamrock with savings up to 60% off, plus 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, and more. It's all here and it's all in stock and ready to be delivered. Let the shenanigans begin at the King Furniture St. Patrick's Day sale. Don't miss it.
Extremist Dan Kelly wants abortion banned, even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. For years, Kelly was on the payroll of a radical anti-abortion group working to take away women's rights. On the court, Kelly will uphold Wisconsin's 1849 criminal abortion ban that strips women of their freedom to make personal decisions on abortion. Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
I've practiced personal injury law for 4 years.
For 20 years.
For 32 years.
All I do every day
is help injured people get the compensation that they deserve.
At Vigoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Americans have a growing concern about their bank accounts as a third regional bank is bailed out. This time, it was the banks themselves that stepped in to shore up First Republic. But as Willie James Inman reports, the turmoil continues to roil the stock markets.
President Biden says Congress needs to learn to get past the partisan divide that has gripped Capitol Hill.
I agree with the Speaker. There's no reason why we can't find common ground. There's no reason why we can't hope to change this direction of the extremism both our parties are pushing.
Friday, the president called on Congress to pass tough new penalties on executives of failed banks. The administration says it wants to expand the FDIC's ability to get back compensation from executives who lead failed banks. It also wants to be able to bar them from holding future jobs in the industry and to impose civil fines against them. CBS News has confirmed the Justice Department launched a probe this week looking into the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank in California. The Wall Street Journal reports the firm's CEO and CFO both sold stocks just days before the bank's failure.
SVB's parent company announced Friday morning it is filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection, although it is no longer affiliated with the bank following its takeover by federal regulators.
Meanwhile, the stock market took another beating Friday. Investors continue to sell their banking sector shares, especially mid-sized level banks.
These were the banks that were, say, between $50 and $250 billion of depositor assets that wanted a lower level of regulation. And now that lower level of regulation may be biting them in the you-know-where.
11 of America's largest financial institutions had to step in with $30 billion to keep First Republic from collapsing. Trading in First Republic stocks had to be temporarily halted Friday due to the large volume of sell-offs. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says they will launch hearings looking into the current banking crisis. Coming up, bringing some Irish cheer to La Crosse. The Shamrock Club is helping make this St. Patrick's Day one to remember.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. It was cold today. In fact, today was the first day that we did not see highs in the 30s or 40s here in La Crosse with that high of 28 degrees. What does the next 8 days have in store? I'll have the answer with my 8-day forecast after the break.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
Two candidates for Supreme Court. Two very different beliefs. Judge Janet Protasewicz. She believes women should have the freedom to make their own decisions on abortion. Extremist Dan Kelly. He supports the 1849 law that takes away women's rights and criminalizes abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and health of the mother. So who represents you? An extremist or a common sense judge? Vote by April 4th.
The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is here and ready to help. Anyone in Wisconsin can call, text, or chat to get connected to a trained 988 counselor. Trained counselors are here to support anyone experiencing a suicidal, mental health, or substance use crisis. You can also contact 988 if you're concerned about someone. 988 is confidential and free to all Wisconsin residents. 988 24/7. Call, text, chat. Here to support you.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. For a tradition of performance, choose Pittsburgh Grand Distinction Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer for only $32.89 after 11% rebate. Revolution Super Premium Paint and Primer features game-changing stain resistance. It sustains a freshly painted look and washes away messes with ease. Pick up a gallon today for only $44.49 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Help us celebrate our anniversary with big savings. The more you buy, the more you save. Buy one item, save 10%. Buy 2 items, save 15%. Buy 3 or more items, save 20%. The sale is good in all departments, even carpeting. The more you buy, the more you save sale. This month only at Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Here at the Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
If you didn't get the memo, it is St. Patrick's Day, and Ireland is definitely celebrating. Over 450,000 people came out to watch the National St. Patrick's Day Parade out in Dublin, featuring bands, dancers, and even Ireland's first responders. Now, the theme, We Are One. So the parade highlighting a unifying global culture and values including community, diversity, and sustainability. Meanwhile, in La Crosse, the St. Paddy's Day traditions continue as well. Members of the Shamrock Club visited care centers and schools around the La Crosse region today. With plenty of Irish jigs, music, and visits from St. Patrick royalty, Irish culture running rampant today. According to a longtime club member, making people happy is his favorite part of the day.
I can't pound a nail or anything like that, but I can entertain. So you just kind of do what you can do, and I've always enjoyed entertainment. I've always enjoyed seeing people be happy and just have fun with music.
And this is actually the first time the club's been able to do in-person celebrations since that 2020 lockdown. A celebratory day for sure. A lot of sunshine out there today, but I don't know if I'd want to be outside celebrating St. Paddy's Day today.
Maybe a brisk walk. But,
yeah, that's about it.
Temperatures in the 20s. By the way, I did get the memo that it's St. Paddy's Day. Can't wear green, though, because if you know the secret of the green screen, you know that I would disappear if I had green on. So got to be careful with what I wear on St. Patrick's Day. All right, there's a look outside through CityCam again. We've had some blue sky and sunshine at times, but boy, temperatures not responding to that sunshine at all. The low this morning, 17 degrees. That is 10 degrees short of average. The high, only 28, and that was actually just after midnight. The daytime high was about 23, 24 degrees, so well short of our average high, 46. And remember 2012, again, we've been talking all week about that very warm stretch we had in 2012, but look at today's record high, 83 degrees. So that would be 55 degrees warmer than where we sat today with that high of 28. Record low is 7 degrees below zero. Just a trace of snow with some flurries overnight last night. 22 degrees out at the airport and downtown at the station. Winds still gusting upwards of 30 miles per hour. That's pushing our wind chill down to 7 degrees here in La Crosse. 17 for you folks in Eau Claire with a wind chill of zilch, 0. Boy, not great conditions to be out and about, so make sure you bundle up if you're going to be out and about. Temperatures in the teens and 20s for most spots, 18 in Eau Claire, 19 in Black River Falls, right at 20 in Viroqua, 24 in Prairie du Chien. Again, those winds were a story, as I mentioned last night, during the overnight and throughout the day today, gusting 30 to 40 miles per hour. So that's pushing wind chills into the single digits, even below zero to the west, 11 degrees for our friends over in Mankato, and that's below zero. So wind chill tracker showing wind chills dropping below zero pretty much all across the region, even double digits below zero around Preston and Rochester. Wake up time, we're heading out tomorrow morning for activities, single digits above and below zero for those wind chills, and it's going to stay cold right through tomorrow night, and a little bit warmer on Sunday, but still on the chilly side. Lows tonight, air temperatures in general will be cold enough. Upper single digits to lower teens in most spots. Again, don't be shocked if you see a few flurries in spots as some moisture kind of wraps around that departing low pressure system heading off to our north and east. In fact, you can see those clouds kind of trying to back their way from north to south as that low continues to pull away, but that's what really ramped up the winds, and that's what's going to cause this little trough to rotate around, squeezing out some flurry potential tonight and tomorrow. Sky Tracker will show that. Mostly cloudy conditions tonight, and again, you see those specks of blue from time to time. Those are the snow showers or flurries with some lake-enhanced snow showers coming off of Lake Superior. And then tomorrow, again, still a few flurries, and then more sunshine as we head into the day on Sunday, and that, along with some southwesterly winds, will help warm temperatures back into the 30s, maybe flirting with 40 in spots on Sunday as well. Not tomorrow, though. Another day like today, highs only in the 20s. Most spots between about 23 and 27 degrees for afternoon highs. So again, well short of average by about 20 degrees or so. Eau Claire, you'll be right around 25 for an afternoon high. So for tonight, windy and unseasonably cold. Those scattered flurries, maybe a brief light snow shower in spots. Lows around 12 degrees. Still breezy and cold tomorrow. Chance of flurries. Highs near 25. Again, not as cold on Sunday, 39. And then spring, astronomical spring on Monday. And temperatures more seasonable next week. Most days in the mid to upper 40s. Slight chance of rain showers on Tuesday. A little bit better chance for some periodic showers next Wednesday and Thursday. So at least we have more seasonable type air to look forward to next week.
All right, we'll take it.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Bill.
Okay.
Still ahead tonight at 5, exploring the unknown. After a year of revamping, the Exploratorium at Central High School is up and running.
Visit the Early Bird Home Show, going on now at the Ford Store Home Improvements. Lowest prices of the year on your 2023 project. Windows, bathrooms, and more.
Dan Kelly and his friends are lying about Judge Janet Protasiewicz.
He wants to scare you because he can't talk about his own record.
Dan Kelly has never sentenced a single criminal to prison.
Not one.
That's a fact.
And as a private attorney, Kelly got rich defending sex predators who posed as youth ministers to sexually assault young girls.
That's the truth.
The bottom line is that Dan Kelly won't keep our community safe.
He's an extremist
who doesn't care about us.
The Flex Steel Factory Authorized Sale. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain. It's easier than ever to save more than ever when you choose your Flex Steel furniture at Drury's. You'll find exciting designs, stunning fabrics, and the best prices of the year right now at Drury's in Fountain. Sofas, sectionals, recliners, even luxurious leather. The possibilities are endless. Plus, there's even 12-month interest-free financing on all Flex Steel furniture, unlimited choices, special financing, and the best prices of the year. Now at Drury's in Fountain.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Maestro Alexander Platt with the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra.
I always look forward to our March concert. It's our annual Rising Star event, 3 brilliant young musicians. One of our finalists, I'm thrilled to say, is local, our own Titus Gunderson from Holman. Student tickets are only $11.
Join the La Crosse Symphony Saturday, March 18th for Romeo and Juliet and Rising Stars, sponsored by O'Flaherty Law and Jan and Tom Brock. Tickets are on sale now at lacrossesymphony.org.
Taylor Swift's Eras is here. Everything we know about her first tour in over 4 years.
It's just a lot of a lot.
Next ET.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, clear your schedules for a showcase of local creatives' work. The Logan High School Craft Show is happening tomorrow. There will be items like home decor and jewelry from over 150 local vendors. So there's certainly something for everyone, and it's for a good cause. All proceeds will be funding college scholarships for Logan High School students. Meantime, kids in La Crosse are exploring the edge of the universe. Central High School's planetarium is up and running. While it's been there for a while, a recent upgrade to digital technology makes space discovery simpler. Kids and teachers are calling it an exploratorium. The new space can be used for education, movies, and anatomy and physiological exercises. Now, the director of the exploratorium says it's an easy way to make tough subjects like science exciting for kids.
The planetarium is just one of those things that gets kids excited about science, and we need kids in STEM. The science, technology, types of jobs are out there, and we need them to get excited about science.
The exploratorium will be open to the public soon. If you're a teacher in another school district or a curious community member, you can learn more about how to use the facility at news8000.com. And stay with us. Bill will be back in for another look at your weekend forecast right after this.
Dan Kelly is extremely corrupt. 6 times Kelly ruled in favor of a plaintiff with close ties. He was on their advisory panel. He took contributions from their board. And all 6 times, Kelly ruled in their favor. Another time, Kelly changed his mind about whether to judge the Zignego case after pocketing $20,000 in contributions from the Zignego family. Corruption, extremism, that's Dan Kelly.
Jolivet Family Farms features one of the area's largest selections of frozen seafood, including lobster tail, shrimp, scallops, North Atlantic cod loins, calamari, clams, clam strips, crawfish tails, salmon, catfish nuggets, alligator, frog legs, and seafood medley. Pick up some appetizers, French fries, onion rings, cheese curds, mac and cheese bites, and sweet potato fries. Jolivet's also has fresh produce and a homemade bakery with bread, cookies, bars, pies. Don't forget the beer or wine. All at Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
I've never been afraid to express myself, to create a life I love. I worried cancer could steal my spark and become my identity. But UW Health designed custom treatments just for me. And now, my legacy, it's still in the making. Because standard, well, that's never been my style. UW Health, remarkable.
There's a spot. It's not marked by an X, and it's not anywhere on a map. It comes from within, and it's defined by you. Where passion meets compassion. Where technology meets application. Where your path finds its way. Western Technical College, where your future is finally clear.
2 candidates for Supreme Court, 2 very different beliefs. Judge Janet Protasewicz, she believes women should have the freedom to make their own decisions on abortion. Extremist Dan Kelly, he supports the 1849 law that takes away women's rights and criminalizes abortion, even in cases of rape, incest, and health of the mother. So who represents you? An extremist or a common sense judge? Vote by April 4th.
On this Friday night, we go on the road with an update on a Detroit artist who is finding beauty even in the midst of difficult circumstances. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And clouds increase this evening. Slight chance for some flurries or isolated snow showers overnight. Windy and unseasonably cold. Lows around 12 degrees, but wind chills single digits above and below 0. Weekend forecast, still breezy and cold tomorrow. Still a few flurries in spots, 25 for the high. Not quite as cold on Sunday, highs around 39. And then finally back into the mid to upper 40s, which is where we should be this time of year. Slight chance of showers on Tuesday, a little bit better chance Wednesday and Thursday.
All right, and here you go. Here's some green for you.
You gonna wear that?
Nah, that's for you.
Little leprechaun?
We'll see ya.